This person sees you as someone truly extraordinary, someone whose character, integrity, and emotional depth make you the kind of partner people dream of spending their lives with. In their eyes, you embody the qualities that form the foundation of a lasting, meaningful relationship. To them, you are not simply someone to share fleeting moments with, you are someone to build a future with, someone whose presence brings a sense of purpose, stability, and genuine connection. When they think of you, they don't think in terms of temporary enjoyment or passing time, they think in terms of commitment, partnership, and the kind of love that grows stronger with time. They recognize that being with you means stepping into something real, something transformative, something that requires sincerity and emotional maturity. Deep within themselves, they know that if they truly want to be part of your life in a romantic and meaningful way, they must rise to the occasion. Their feelings for you are not superficial, nor are they based solely on attraction or momentary excitement. Instead, their feelings carry weight. They understand that being with you isn't just about affection, it demands self-awareness, emotional preparedness, and the willingness to build a connection rooted in honesty and vulnerability. They sense that this connection cannot, and should not, be approached lightly. It requires someone who is all in, not someone who wavers or second guesses. Because of who you are, they know that anything less than full commitment simply will not be enough. This awareness is not intimidating to them in a negative way, rather, it calls them to grow. They recognize that you deserve someone who shows up wholeheartedly, someone who is ready to love you with intention, consistency, and respect. They realize they cannot come toward you with confusion or mixed messages. They cannot offer you half-hearted gestures, inconsistent attention, or hesitant affection. If they want you, they must be willing to stand firmly in their feelings, to be bold enough to express them, and to be brave enough to follow through with action. They know that you are not someone who would ever settle for secrecy or ambiguity. You deserve someone who is confident in choosing you, who is willing to stand proudly beside you, and who is unafraid to show the world what you mean to them. And this person understands that anything less than that would be unworthy of your time and energy. Part of why they hold you in such high regard is because of everything you have endured and overcome. You have experienced struggles that have shaped you, challenges that have strengthened you, and emotional hardships that forced you to reevaluate the way you love and allow yourself to be loved. The pain you've experienced has not made you bitter, it has made you wiser. It has made you resolute in your standards and more aware of your worth. The difficulties you've lived through taught you what you will no longer tolerate, what you will never again allow into your life, and what behaviors are simply incompatible with the future you envision for yourself. You have outgrown relationships marked by uncertainty, dishonesty, or emotional inconsistency. You have no space in your life for situations that leave you questioning your value or doubting someone's loyalty. The days of being entangled in third-party involvement, toxic dynamics, manipulative behavior, or unclear intentions are far behind you. You now stand in a place of clarity. You know what you deserve, and you no longer compromise your happiness or sense of self for the sake of keeping a relationship alive. You have learned that love should bring peace, not chaos, clarity, not confusion, trust, not suspicion. You crave something pure, something honest, something unshakable, and you are fully prepared to wait for it rather than settle for anything less. This transformation within you, this awakening of self-worth, is one of the most magnetic qualities you now carry. It's what draws people to you, including this person who sees you as marriage material. What makes you so attractive is not just your physical presence, though that in itself may be captivating, but the energy you embody. You move through life with a confidence that is both gentle and powerful. You are no longer hindered by the opinions, judgments, or doubts of others. You have released the need for external validation because you now understand your own value deeply and unapologetically. This self-assurance is something people naturally gravitate toward, even if they don't fully understand why. Your energy is stronger than it has been in a long time, vibrant, grounded, and incredibly compelling. You radiate a sense of independence and inner strength that is difficult to ignore. It's not a loud or boastful energy, it's a quiet, steady confidence, the kind that tells the world you know exactly who you are and what you want. It's the kind of confidence that inspires admiration, and perhaps even a bit of awe, in those who encounter you. People sense your presence before you speak. They feel your authenticity, your maturity, and your emotional clarity. You don't chase anyone because you don't need to. You stand firm in yourself, and in doing so, the right people naturally draw closer. This person in particular finds your energy irresistible. It makes them reflect on their own life, their own readiness, and their own aspirations. Your self-assuredness is not intimidating to them in a negative way, instead, it motivates them. It reminds them of what love is supposed to look like, steady, secure, and filled with intentionality. Being around your energy makes them realize how special you truly are. They see you as someone who deserves love that is deep enough to match your emotional depth, strong enough to match your resilience, and committed enough to reflect your values. They know that someone like you does not come around often, and they feel the pull of wanting to rise to your level. You've made a conscious decision to prioritize yourself, your healing, and your future. You walk forward with purpose now, guided not by fear or past wounds, but by clarity and self-respect. You no longer allow the wrong people to access your heart. You no longer keep space for those who are unsure about you, those who send mixed signals, or those who lack the emotional maturity to maintain a healthy connection. You are building a life aligned with your values, your desires, and your sense of worth. And because of that alignment, the people who are not meant for your future naturally fall away. As you continue on this path, it becomes increasingly evident that only the right kind of person, someone who is emotionally prepared, spiritually aligned, and committed to growing alongside you, will be able to walk with you. You are no longer interested in dragging someone along or convincing anyone of your worth. You've learned to let actions speak louder than words, and you pay closer attention now to the consistency and effort someone brings into your life. You're not seeking perfection, you're seeking sincerity. You want someone who chooses you intentionally, someone who stands proudly beside you, someone whose loyalty and love feel steady and secure. Your journey has brought you to a place where emotional reciprocity is non-negotiable. You want a partner who meets you where you are, someone who listens, communicates, supports, and understands. You want a connection where both hearts are invested, where both minds are aligned, and where both souls feel safe. You're no longer willing to be the only one giving, the only one trying, or the only one carrying the emotional weight of a relationship. You want balance, partnership, devotion, and a future built on mutual respect. And now, because you know your worth, you will accept nothing less. This energy of self-love and clarity is precisely what sets you apart from others. It's what makes you unforgettable. It's what makes this person, and possibly many others, see you as someone who could be a transformative presence in their life. Your strength, your growth, your boundaries, and your unwavering sense of self make you the kind of partner who elevates those you love. You are someone who inspires change simply by being who you are. And that, more than anything, is what makes you marriage material, not just to this person, but to anyone capable of understanding real love. As you continue stepping confidently into the next chapter of your life, you are making it clear that you are open to love, but only the right kind of love. You're open to connection, but only if it's grounded in honesty and mutual respect. You're open to partnership, but only with someone who chooses you wholeheartedly, stands by you unwaveringly, and sees your worth as clearly as you see your own. The path ahead of you is one of strength, clarity, and intentionality, and only someone who matches that energy will be able to take those steps beside you. And that person, whoever they may ultimately be, will be incredibly fortunate to walk that path with you.